welcome to Infinity Learn NEET by Sri Chaitanya. So today in this particular session we will be discussing about the Helminth diseases. Okay, so these are the diseases which are majorly caused by the pathogen which is Helminth. Okay, it is another type of disease which is a part of the chapter Human Health and Diseases, and as I told you earlier that I will be making videos for you separately so that you can revise from these videos very quickly right before your examinations. Okay, so let's get started. The first Helminth diseases that we have to discuss is going to be Escherichiasis, where the pathogen or the causative agent for this particular disease is Escherichia lumbricoides, and here the habitat would be endoparasite in the small intestine, mostly in children than in adults. Okay, it's most common in children. If I talk about the affected organs over here, includes small intestine, vermiform appendix in adults, but when it comes to vermiform appendix, so that is why it can be removed as well when it comes to adults. Okay, larvae damage the lungs and other vital organs such as brain, kidney, spinal cord in severe cases, of course. Morphological forms would be, they are sexually dimorphic and a large female and a small male. This is the sexual orientation and this is the physical discrimination as well. Pathogenic stages includes adult worms. Larvae are more injurious than the adult worms by causing, the hemorrhages when it comes to the brain. Now, if I talk about the infective stages, it's going to be embryonated eggs as well as the rabbitiform larvae. Now, mode of infection, it includes through contaminated water, vegetables, fruits. So, if the food, water, vegetable, anything is basically containing the particular pathogen and if you have consumed that, so the contaminated food and water can cause this particular disease. In children, by playing in contaminated soil as well, because this pathogen is also found in soil. Major symptoms would be fever, anemia, internal bleeding, muscular pain and intestinal blockages as well. The next Helminth disease that we have to talk about is going to be elephantiasis. Okay, and the pathogen is going to be Wuchereria bancrofti and Wuchereria melai. Okay, both the species can cause this particular disease. Habitat is blood and lymph. Affected organs majorly lymph vessels, lymph glands, lower limbs, genital organs, mammary glands in female and scrotum in the male. Alright. Morphological forms would be sexually dimorphic again. Female is longer as compared to the male. Pathogenic stages, here the adult worms are going to be more dangerous as compared to the larva. Okay, mode of infection is through the bite of the female Culex mosquito vector. So here also the mosquito is playing the role of a vector, or you can say transmitting agent, but the pathogen is going to be a Helminth. Okay, the causative agent is Helminth, which is Wuchereria. Symptoms are the filarial worm. Elephantiasis is also known as filariasis. They cause a slowly developing chronic inflammation of the organs in which they live for many years. So basically they are also behaving like a host over here, or like not a host but a parasite over here who is living inside the host or who is dependent on the nutrients of the host, right? They cause the inflammation of the lymphatic vessels majorly. That is why we call it elephantiasis, where you can see that the swollen lymphs are there majorly of the lower limbs, and the disease is called elephantiasis or filariasis. And the genital organs also are affected. So, they are often affected, resulting in gross deformities. As I told you earlier, mammary glands in the female and scrotum in the male, these are the genital organs or the reproductive organs which are also affected. Alright, so that was it for today's session, and these were the summarized versions of your diseases, Helminth diseases, right? So if you found this video helpful, please do not forget to hit the like button. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, do it right away, press the bell icon so that you do not miss any upcoming notifications coming on your feed.